Hello everybody, how you doing? It is a lovely day today, I just wanted to say. And I'd like to thank everybody once again for liking and subscribing. If this is the kind of video you enjoy, please like and subscribe. That way I know to keep doing what I'm doing and that I'm on the right track. So to start off with, we're going to be back on the Model 24 today. I hope there's not echo. I have to, so that I can hear what's going on, I have to have the system send it back to me, and it's so I'm hearing a little bit of echo here in my head. I'll have to listen back to it and see. Hopefully I don't. So today we're going to do a Mixdown from the Model 24. It's actually easier than I expected. When you've worked with a DP32 for so long, you get used to how Mixdowns work on that. And then I go from the DP32 to my cassette player, or back to my cassette player, and then doing a Mixdown on that was actually from the just playing it off of there, and then recording onto my computer. That was how I did a Mixdown back then. So this is self-contained. It's not as fancy as the DP32. Like, you can do more with the DP32 in the end, but it is still important to know how to do this. So first off, let's pull back here on the screen. Let me just, hopefully I don't break it. Oh, there we go. All right, so let me slide her over here a bit. I'm going to try not to, I still got to buy a new one of these. They're hard to find, and with everything getting harder to order, it's going to take a while if I order it. So first off, the first thing you have to remember is, if you want to do a Mixdown, you have everything going, the tracks that you want to mix down, you put them to main. This can also be used in another way of exporting, which I'm going to do at some point as well. That's another discussion. And so, as you can see, I have all the tracks from 1 to 11, which I was using. Well, 2 is not being used, so I can turn that one off because I don't use it. They are all going to mix down, or they're all going to main. And if I wean over here slowly so I don't break it, there, main is up at 0. So generally to do a Mixdown, you do 0. You can look at your screen here. This is the only thing I hate about this, is it's very difficult for me to show you the screen. But yeah, you want on the screen, let me see if I can get closer in without breaking the thing. Yeah, there we are. Alright, so now I'll put my fingers on the way. I find this actually works somewhat. So if you look, you can see ever so often there's a line on the screen, and the line, it's about there. It's hard to see, and I can't get it. I've played with the contrast trying to fix this, but it's right there, and that's like that should be your peak point. That's what you want as your peak point. You can go higher, but that's where you should keep your signal around when you're doing it. So now if I play the song, and it is going to come through the system because I've set it up, I'll have to show you that too. I'm actually, go back up here a bit. So I have, this is going to my control room, which is my studio speakers, I'm going through into my big knob, into my studio speakers. But then I have my left and rights here. I'm actually using the mains, believe this or not. So I have the mains going out, and they're going into, let's see if I can swing it around here. Isn't this so much fun when you're trying not to break something? There we go. And I have it going into my mixer, and this mixer here, this little Behringer mixer, this is actually what's running the whole show for the sound onto my computer. I have the Behringer mixer here, and then right behind it is my audio interface that I'm using. So that's how I'm doing the sound on this. In this case, I have it actually coming from here and there, and then in Audacity, as you can see the levels going up and down over here, and it is telling me, it's just my way of knowing where I'm at with sound. So let's swing back around here. I hate doing this. Oh, and yes, that is hot water. I'm trying something new. I'm trying to drink more warm water as opposed to cold water. no particular reason. I just know that a lot of people that I know who are of Asian descent, they tend to do that. I think it's more because there's no bacteria in it, and that's why they did it. But I'm doing it I do find it has helped my digestive tract a bit, so I want to try it and just continue on with it. I could be full of crap about it, but that's just what I'm doing. So that's another story. We're not going to get into that. So I've set up everything the way I want it. I have effects on. So as you can see, over here I have it going straight 15, so that I'm using all of it. I think I'm using the studio. Let's see. I'm using the small hall. Oh, you can actually read it a bit there. I'm using small hall in this case. And I have it on vocals and a little bit on the ukulele and a bit on the drums. I actually have it on the kick. I have it louder on the kick just because I just thought it sounded cool. So let's go to the beginning. So go to meter. I'll show you. So if I press play now, you really can't see what's going on, but you can hear the song. That's good. She left me the other day. Not a word did she say. It's over now. It's over now. So that's what I'm going to be recording. It's my sad uke song. And I'm going to, this is how I want to mix it down. I'm not using any external effects on this. Everything I'm using is internal on the system, on the board here. So that's another bonus, I guess you could say. I'm not playing with anything outside of this. So then, now that I've got it all set up, got how I want it to sound, now what I want to do is I want to actually record it onto, in this case, it goes to tracks 22 and 24, which do not exist anywhere except, see, even here, and here it's called main. So I want to record on the main tracks, but I'll show you in a second, but it actually shows up in your DAW as 2224. So, or 2324. So let me record it and then I will show you. So let me just step over that again. So the channels I want to record are, I have the main button down. So it's all going to main. I have main ready to go. And you can do so now I'm going to record it. So I press record. When you press record, I'm not recording on any other channel. Make sure you have no record buttons down. So as shown before, let's just go like this. You can see nobody is set to record. I have nothing armed. You can actually, it's kind of funny, you can, the way the system works though is that if you do have something armed here, like you have something recording, because I did record the click track originally, and when I pressed record, since it was going to the main for the click track's still there. I'm not recording it though. It actually recorded on the main track that. So now if I play here, you'll see. Oh, you can't see it because it's too far away. Now right now it's saying nothing's going to main. Oops. Left me the other day. All right, so let's just try recording this and see what happens. Alright, so now I have recorded it onto the system. I am waiting. I'm using an old SD card. I just bought a new one today because it takes a while with this old SD card to mix it down or to have it finish recording. And since I want to use this for other things, I don't want it to be that slow when I'm working with a client or something. So I bought another SD card. I'm going to start piling up on the faster SD cards for this system. So I have now recorded it. And if I go to main, I think you can actually see, let's see. Yeah, see, main is now going up. So you can see that I did record something. So now there is something on main. And you can test that by, you have this button down here. this button right here, which is SD main mix return. So if I hit that, now it will only play what's in main. So you'll see. And I can show this by turning off everything. I'm right now turning off everything on the board. And if I turn this off now, it'll switch and you'll hear nothing. Well, you hear the effects. So so I know it's recorded. I can then listen to it again and again. So that's what this button, that's what that SD main mix return does for you in that case. So now that we've done that, now what I want to do is I want to currently, let me pull it up here. Oh, I don't have a USB cable plugged in. Give me 1 second. Okay, so it's had a bit of a mishap. Everything fell as soon as I plugged it in. So I have the Tascam is now plugged into my system. So let's go look at the directory at the moment. There we go. All right, so let's go put this over on that side. So as you can see here, I'm on the K drive, which is my USB, in the MTR music track recorder directory. I have the sad uke, and you can see I have all the tracks here, and then I have tracks 23 and 24. Those are, and I can pull up Audacity and show you. Let me just set up Audacity here. So go to that one. So here's track 23, and here's track 24. And you can see this is the song. So like if I start playing, I don't want to draw. I want to go here. She left me the other day. So it's both tracks, but it's not really that useful for you to be like that. So what you want, and now I've already got it in here, but I'll have to take it out, is in the music directory here, you see I have this sad uke 2 mix 02. That's what you want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this one because I don't want it anymore. That was I made that 1106 and it is now 1127. So that one we're just going to get rid of. I'm going to exit out of the USB system again. Let's go back to my screen here. Let me weasel my way down. There we go. Alright, so you can see sad uke. Let's see. Try to get it right on. So you can see it's on the song. So then what we do is we go into the menu board. As you see, I was on storage. And I want to find where it says stereo mix export, and I want to use that. So now I click the enter button, which is just the multi-jog. And then it will say here, I'll read it to you since it's very hard to read. Stereo mix export. Export main to WAV file. Are you sure? And it has yes or no. If you're in a different language, it would be oui or no. Or if you're German, ja oder nein. I don't know what it is in other languages. And I know Spanish would be sí and something else. And so we press yes. So away we go here. Now what this is doing is this is taking tracks 23, 24, which is technically main, and it is merging them together into one stereo track. It is now done. So let's go back to storage. And we will switch to storage mode. Yes. Let's go back over here to my empty screen. Come on. There we go. Alright, so we're back in on the K drive. So if I go into meter will still be sad uke 2324. But now if I go to, let's go back to that, to music, you see there's sad uke _2 dash mix 01 created today at 3:02 p.m., which is an hour. I have to reset the time on. It's an hour ahead. Now we'll load up Audacity again. Let me just pull that in, and I will pull that across for you to see. And now it is one file, but it's both of them together. And that is your Mixdown. That is how you would do your Mixdown. If I play this, let's just start here. Why are you doing this to me each time? Yeah, I don't want to use drum. So there you go. That, my friends, is me all the way up there 300 times. Let's switch to this. That, my friends, is how you do it. That's how it's done. And so that Mixdown now can be, I can now use Audacity. I'll definitely amplify it because it's quiet. And then I can like modify it from there the way I used to do with my cassettes, my cassette recordings. So that's how you do it. Thank you for watching. I hope this helps you out. Talk to you later. Bye.
No escape at all. Did I mention they were 8 feet tall? Some of freedom fighters coming out of the walls.